That's everything. No. That's Digital Imam. How are you, sir?
I am fine.
I am so happy to see you today.
It's my pleasure.
I've been wanting to see you for a long time.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And good job you are doing.
Sit down in
Thank you.
ugly chair. Alaikum assalam.
Yes, sir. We're just coming from a church, even though I'm non-religious, I would say.
Are you not a Christian?
Well, I was born a Christian, but I will discuss that at another time. Yes. I was telling the pastor of a four-square church very close to the villa, I said the most important election that was held, one of the most important elections that was held, happened some 2,000 years ago. And it was a decision that was taken by Pontius Pilate. That people should vote by voice vote between Jesus and Barabbas. And they said, yes, kill Jesus, give us Barabbas. By voice vote. So, and the argument from the next pastor was that it happened because it had been written. Had the people not been there making stupid mistakes, there wouldn't have been a Jesus that the Christians are following today. Had the people not been there making stupid mistakes, Prophet Muhammad, would not have been pursued from Mecca to Medina. So it is the way of the idiots who rule the world. When it is time for that egg to hatch for a revolutionary beginning, somebody will make the mistake. In fact, there not being Judas the Iscariot, Jesus would not have been betrayed. And if Jesus wasn't betrayed, he wouldn't have fulfilled that desire that he has been sent to fulfill. The same thing comes home now. If they are not doing what they are doing to you, we will not have heard your message loud and clear. Because why? Before then, everybody said no Muslim is campaigning against Buhari. Nobody is speaking truth. But you have been speaking the truth. Had they not gone to the mosque to eject you, we would not have heard the message. So many people are now listening to your messages as far back as maybe 5 years ago. People thought that you just started criticizing Buhari a few days or weeks ago. Whereas there are avalanche of warnings, prophetic teachings that you have been given about their incompetence. Because until more of people speaking truth to power meets north and south, we will not be able to eliminate the characters that are destroying this country. I want to thank you for your courage. But your courage is what is amazing. Many people will do half of what they do. They will run away from the country. Or they will go and beg. They will say, take me to him, let me beg. They will beg because they want to keep their comfort. When they detained me after 2 weeks, they came to me and said, we don't want to detain you for too long, but you need to apologize to the president for the embarrassment you caused him. And when I told them that it's the president that should apologize for the embarrassment of leadership that he caused to the nation, oh, they left in anger. So Insa Funtua was there, led the delegation, never met him before, tall guy, towering, He was telling me nobody can defeat the government. I said, well, you're going to find out soon that the government can defeat itself. And that's what happened.
Well, when my neighbor came to me and asked me if I will be chance to meet you, I told him that it's a pleasure for me meeting you because I am for everybody.
That's right.
I think I'm one of the few Hausa guys that you meet and you see around in many tribes.
Absolutely.
My CSO, so they say, they say Europe. Yes.
Nice.
One of my friends, Abdul, is a mixture of Yoruba and all the guys just that are doing their small business here.
Yes.
Somebody tried to push them out a bit, but I stand for them. I'm a man of people. I'm a Nigerian, true Nigerian. I love Nigeria too much. Maybe because of my birthday.
Yeah.
I was born in the 1st of October 1960.
Wow.
That made me have that attachment to Nigeria. So I love Nigeria more than any person, more than any ideology, more than anything.
Incoming voice call from a former friend.
I have the idea not to move into comfort if I will cherish this mission. There is an official residence for the Imam of Akko. I was given the residence, but I refused to move down there. I kept part of my family there, for them not to feel that I did not, or I rejected their offer. So I stay here with my people.
Naturally, we gravitate towards people who have concern for justice. Anyway, I wasn't born in 1960, but I was born around 1971, and I've spent a good part of my life just fighting for justice, and I just can't believe that Nigeria is where it is today. It's very shameful. And not only is this shameful, there was a video I was watching today on my way here, and it was by a Ghanaian pastor. And he was talking about West Africa and leadership. He said, he particularly focused on Nigeria. He said, Nigerian leaders are dumb. That's how he put it. He said, but his own concern is Nigerian people themselves. And he wished that every country in the world would drive Nigerians out of their country so that they can go to their country and fix their country. Because part of the reason why we are still able to tolerate some of these leaders is because we have sometimes where to run to. Sometimes where to run to, not even physically but mentally. It's a mental escape from Nigeria. Some people are in Nigeria, they are not here. They have a way they just go and hide in their head. So that this will not continue. But the fantastic job you are doing is the job of creating social consciousness. There is nothing like that, especially the way you have sustained it. And sustaining at the time that almost everybody is afraid to speak out at this point. Almost everybody is afraid to sustain their criticism against this unjust system, an incompetent system. And that you've stood out there day in, day out, raising your voice and telling people not to be afraid. It's very, very powerful. Even though our lives are completely political, if you say you don't care about politics, it's the politicians that will decide whether you get a road or not. It's politicians that will decide whether you have electricity or not, where you send your school, the kind of water you drink, whether it's clean or dirty. It's all determined by politics. The salary you get paid, where you go to hospital, where you're sick. Even when you get a job, or if you keep a job, even when you are not working for government, you are an example of it. You couldn't keep your job for political reasons. This is completely political witch hunt. You're not working for government. You are not at NNPC. You are not working at the central bank. You are working, doing the job that you are sent to do on earth. Still, politics went to find you in a mosque, persecuted you and kicked you out of the mosque. They didn't care about what you will eat the next. It's not as if you eat their food anyways. But they didn't care about how you feel about it. But they just had to sacrifice one person because he's standing up for the truth.
When you are moving with people, you have to be democratic.
Yes.
Allow them to say their own view and ideas.
Yes.
Discuss it with them. I know I have conditions for reconciliation. One of the conditions is that I will not withdraw any words that
you have
said.
spoken. Yes.
And the second condition is that no one will caution me on any issue I speak out for the people. If it is against the will of the government, they have security operations. They know how to operate. Let them come and arrest me.
Exactly.
But you in the mosque, as a committee member or as a chairman, you have no right to caution me. If it is against the tenet of Islam as well, summon the FCT committee of Imams to call me and ask me. That is my conditions. And I know it's hardly for them
to meet those conditions.
Because I don't want to go back. I'm feeling as if I gained my freedom now. I can speak out freely. I don't mind anybody whether he feels good or bad.
Yes.
Because my mission is not to convert people to Islam. That is not my mission. My mission is to create awareness in the minds of Nigerians that we are not slaves. Our mothers gave birth to us as free people.
Yes.
We are free people. That freedom is very vital.
Very important.
If we can retain that, if we can maintain that freedom, we can speak out we can speak out against
bad leadership. Yes.
But if we are afraid of them, we are now slaves.
That's right.
Somebody will just pick one of us and negotiate. How much will you buy this? Yes, that is what is happening in Nigeria today.
Absolutely.
They are kidnapping citizens, selling them out, negotiating. Look at somebody that can bear to negotiate with criminals. Now he is afraid to listen to citizens.
That's powerful.
That is the problem.
We are here for a greater purpose, which is liberty, liberation, and freedom for the people. And that's real God's work. Our own people that were put in the same space, they are ruining our existence. And anybody who keeps quiet at this time, who collaborates, connives, or endanger the process of liberty, is working against the being that put everybody here, and we must speak against that person. And don't worry, if they pick you up, I will come and join you there. But they, I tell you, they dare not. They've demystified. We've been through all those things. Even the guys on the inside that they used to pick people, they themselves, they are in need of liberty. They are in bondage.
Yes.
Economic bondage in particular. You imagine that before this Kaduna road became death trap, they were killing DSS officials along the road. When I was in detention, 7 DSS men were killed just like that by bandits. Many of them are abducted. They don't even announce it anymore. Colonels in the army, generals, before they abandoned the road and started taking train. Now, terrorists have gone after the trains. Very soon, as they have already tested and test run the airport, they will start abducting people who are boarding or even abducting planes. That's if they are not taking them down very soon. So, and these are issues you have not asked for too much. You are just saying, please, can you restore the dignity of my people to them? Let them have the liberty and the freedom to exist, travel, go to school. You are not asking for anything. You are not even asking for the overthrow of the government, which some of us have advocated that there's a reason for a democratic overthrow of this. And the biggest democracy is acceptance of people who lead you and the rejection of those people who lead you. And when they took me in there to their DSS office, kept me there, they asked me, do you want to repeat what you said? I repeated it on oath. And one of the guys looked around and drove the others out. He said, you know, you are right, but we can't tell you that you're right, because our job is to tell them the lie. Your job is to tell them the truth. Now, when you speak the truth is your security and not men. Because with all their security, look at what happened to them on the train. One of them had to bail himself out with 100 million naira. Whereas if 100 million naira was used to build a school in Kaduna, in those neighborhoods where kidnappers come from, they probably won't be kidnappers now. They would have gone to study and have a better life and impacted their communities. Also, when you reject the problems, they are going to come after you, even at your old age. So I will say to you, Imam, thank you so much once again. And posterity will be kind to you.